I am Daniel.
Hello, I'm Alessandro Barattoni and welcome to Food 101.
Food, people. Let's talk about food. Oh, Chefy.
Hey Daniel, how you doing?
I'm great, like you, Chefy.
Yeah,
Italia Uno.
Italiano uno, yeah.
Congratulations, you won the
The
football
game,
game. Football
yes,
game.
yes.
That'd be awesome. So,
Let's see.
I hope till the end, right?
Oh, we hope so.
Mm. Yes. So before we go on, Shafi, let's promote our Food 101 Volume 1 Basics Culinary Courses. People, please
Fantastic.
please do purchase our culinary courses because it's out already from Volume 1 Basics, Volume 2 Fundamentals, and Volume 3 Principles. They are out, people. So please purchase them if you want to create a delicious food.
Fantastic.
And Chevy, last week we talked about it's not yet published yet, but Chef and I talk about a good soup. No, we're gonna talk about good soup today, right?
Now,
no,
today we talk about stock, How to make a
yes,
stock.
yes, people,
Some tips how to make a stocks better than ever.
yes,
Let's
and
see.
because we chosen yes we chosen this topic because people this is our number two downloadable episode from volume from season 1 to season 4. It's about 2500 downloads, so we want to discuss again, people, what is a good stock. And I hope we're gonna give you some tips how to make a good stock. I said a good stock for cooking is vary based on the dish you are preparing, right, Chefy? But
Yes, depends. What kind of dish we make. So,
mm,
um, the three basic ingredients you need to make a good stocks. Of course, the bones, mirepoix, and spice or herbs or whatever. And sometimes you gotta add tomato, wine. Depends on what kind of stock you make. Anyway, um, unless you make a vegetable stock, that's a different one. So when you make a vegetable stock, we always suggest don't put potato because otherwise it's going to be the color of is not going to be clear. Sometimes if you cut the vegetable too small, they're going to disintegrate when you boil. To make a stock, because to make a stock, of course, you had to bring to boil and then you had to simmer for many hours. That's how good the stock is going to be. So if you simmer too long, the vegetable stock, you're going to be it's going to be a vegetable potage. It's going to be a big
mm,
minestrone,
yes.
a mix. You can blend after. No, but you have to keep a big piece of vegetables. So they're gonna with the time and you're gonna use to make a stock is gonna cook slowly. It's not gonna disintegrate. And then of course don't put the potato because the potato is gonna make nice and they don't gonna make it nice and clear. It's gonna make a cloudy house, kind of broth. Now, for when we talk about stock for, let's say, chicken stock, the classic chicken stock, you place your chicken carcass bones in a big, large pan and you top cover with the cold water. And very gently you start to eat and skim off all the bacteria, whatever, protein scum of which is going to raise up anyway. Then, of course, you add your vegetable, your garnish bouquet. There is going to be your spices that you like most, especially, it can be thyme, and some parsley, that's how flavor you want to give your stock. And then after that, there is going to take, 2 3 hours, when it simmer nice and slowly, you strain the stock, and you pour into a clean pan, and then you can reduce the stock even more, boil up again, and to give it more intensity and flavor. That's practically how it works out for a stock. Then depends on what kind of stock you make. If you got fish stock, and then you can use fish bones, or if you want to do a bisque stock, you can use the shrimp. That's why if you work in a restaurant, you can collect all your shrimp shell. Or you can if you got some lobster, you can use the head of the lobster. So there is so many things to use, depending on what kind of stock would you like to make. And at home, usually, at least for me, I always make maybe a chicken bouillon, a chicken stock. And we like chicken stock, so we do the chicken stock at home. And sometimes I find a good price with the bones, the carcass of the chicken. It's easy and cheap too. But you can do even with the pork if you want it, because if you want to make some ramen at home, that's it. You can make a nice pork stock, and then you can adjust for your nice soup at home with the pork base. And beef, same thing. You get to use your beans bones, or if you have a nice muscle to use, a shoulder, or kind of a subuco style, then you can collect so much flavor on it. And yeah, it's the same way. You just gotta fill it up with your water. Always start with the cold, making sure that some people use even ice too, to make the stock, and then slowly simmering for 2 3 hours, depend of the volume that you have, depend on how much stock you want to make. But it's not that hard. Like, you can always make at home, and then you can make and save in the small ice cube containers, and then you put in a Ziploc bag. When you make 3 or 4 liters of stock, you can use for anything. You can make for your dinner when you have a roast, or you can use for if you have a fish, you can make a fish soup with that. So there is lots of way to how to use it. It's just you gotta elaborate a little bit. But that's
Yes.
how practically the stock is made at home, or in the restaurant too, of course.
Yes. People, last week we talked about instant. Instant, everything instant. Nowadays, we can buy also chicken stock instant. Everything is instant. But Chef and I are recommending to do at home or in the restaurant, because it's different from the instant from homemade.
Well, absolutely. When you use your fresh product, it's of course got different flavor. And when you, especially for me, when at home, my kids love tortellini with the soup. You make a chicken stock, and from there, you make a nice and rich flavor, and then you can make a nice tortellini in brodo. It's there is so many different way how to use it, and it's got different amazing flavor when it's fresh. Absolutely. No doubt. I don't want to say nothing about the instant, because sometimes I use instant. It's good,
Yes.
when I'm rush, but it's completely different. So, and it's good to know how to do it. That's for sure. And I hope whoever listen to us, try to do it at home, because it's fun. It's
Yes.
fun. You can go to the store, you can go to your butcher shop, and you ask, can I have bones, a couple bones to make soup or whatever. And of course, the butcher is going to help you out on it. It's going to tell you which part you're going to use, it, which part is best for you to use. Same thing for the fisherman. You can go over there, ask for the bones, fish bones for the soup. They're not going to cost nothing almost. Some places
Yes.
actually they give it for
For
free.
sure.
So it's there's nothing to do with that, unless you have somebody's got a restaurant can use it for. But if you know somebody have a fisherman, and they have a fish store, it'd be nice to use it, and you can ask for, and then you can make your own fish stock at home, and you can use for your zuppa di pesce or for your acqua pazza, or there is so many ways to make it. Oh yes, absolutely.
Yes.
You can
So
poach your salmon with that. Oh, why not?
why not? So many ways, people. So, Shafi, before we go on, let's shout out our listeners from the land of India.
Okay, but you
Oh.
have to read because my friend, I forget my glasses today.
Sure, we have no glasses today. So, with I'm gonna do the reading. So, in Maharashtra, we got 34% audience here. National Capital Territory of Delhi 11, Karnataka 10, Telangana 7, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana, Tamil Nadu, Tamil Kerala, Jar- Jharkhand, Bihar, Nagaland, uh, Himachal Pradesh, Union Territory of Puducherry, and Odisha, Goa, and yeah, Odisha and Goa. Thank you, India, for supporting this podcast because this podcast is created to empower food people. So, Shafi, for doing chicken stock for the beginners, what will be your advice?
For the beginner, chicken
Yes,
stocks.
yes,
It's kind
or
of
any
cheesy.
kind of stock.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
any
any
if
kind of
they
stuff.
do.
Well, I would suggest maybe start with a vegetable and a chicken. That's the beginning. It's there anyway. But the chicken is usable for everything unless you have some restriction on it. But in vegetable, it'd be much easier for everybody. But lots of people's got so many allergies right now, so it's tough to uh, make happy everybody. But you should start with the basic, like you just start from cold. You put your chicken bones right inside the pot, fill it up with the ice water, or if you're in ice too, is fine. And then just slowly bring it to boil. You put your nice vegetable inside, your mirepoix, nice and big, don't make it small, and let it cook nice and slowly. Then after that, you pass, uh, the best tip is making sure that you get the utensil that you really need. Like you need a chinois, or you need something, a net at least, to collect the bones and to filter the 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 broth, the stock. So after you can reduce even more after when you're done. So that's
Yes,
the it's not that hard to make at home, and you guys can follow even the suggestion that we have on Food 101 on our
webs.
website.
Yes,
So it's not that hard, and it's easy to make. So it's from there you can make so many other recipes. So try and try again.
yes. Try and try until you succeed, people. For sure, for the beginners, you will make mistake, and for those mistake that you will do, make sure that you learn from it because
Mhm.
chef and I do a lot of mistake in the kitchen that make us, well, not perfect, but at least doing our best to make our food delicious. And please, we are inviting you to please do visit our official website of Food 101 Podcast. We have www.food101.ca. See, there's a article there that what is a good stock. So it will help you narrow down your knowledge to create a delicious stock as we are talking about. So, as I want to read some of the paragraph, it's saying a good stock is the foundation of many delicious dishes, providing depth of flavor and richness, and it serves as the base of soups, sauces, stews, and braises, enhancing overall taste of your culinary creations. So, here are the some tips for making a flavor stock. So, people, we are again inviting you to please do visit our official website. It's www.food101. It's all about cooking, even if you are a first timer, a professional, or advanced. This will help you to narrow your knowledge to become more efficient in the kitchen. So, Shafi, let's do summarize of what we talk about. So, if we say chicken, if we have chicken stock, you need chicken bones, right? Vegetables.
That's correct. Yes. If you want a fish stock, you need fish bones. If you want a beef stock, you want like a shrimp. You can use a shrimp. You can use lobster, whatever you feel like. And if you want a beef stock, you use your beef. You can use the bones. You can use the muscle. Of course, it's always good. More meat there is, more. Um, Flavors got the soup, the stock. If you want a pork, you can use a pork, even the bones and the belly. It's all good. And what else? We can talk about if you want dashi. It's still in the family of the stock we use in Japan cuisine. You
Yes.
know, dashi. It's a form for the base for the miso soup. So to make a clear broth soup, the dashi. It's one of the best stocks that you can find, especially in the Japanese cuisine.
So, Dashi Shafi, in making of this Japanese stock, is it the same with making beef stock, chicken stock, or fish stock, or
Well,
different?
yeah, well, it's a little bit different. The most common form for dashi is simple broth made with the eating water contain the kombu. So it's a edible kelp practically,
Mm.
and
Can you
you can
buy?
use katsuboshi, shaved katsuboshi. They actually it's a skipjack or tuna bonito
Mm.
flake. So it's going to give all that flavor of um, um,
Miso
the
soup.
seafood too. Yes, and so for that base they actually make after the miso soup. They add the miso and it's got completely different flavor. It's amazing. So practically, yes, in the Japanese cuisine you use the dashi a lot. So to make as a basic as a broth. So like we do our chicken, we do our beef, we do our fish stock. There is different way. They do different country and they change they are different flavor to different stock too. Yes.
So, Shafi, dashi can be buy also an instant.
Yeah, actually, they got in like a dry dashi powder. It's they dry up the dashi soup and they make like a little is no instant, but it's yeah. While you put in the water, you dissolve in the water practically.
Mm.
It's almost like not powder, but it's a little grain the dry than was before was a dashing that became dry.
Mm. Okay. So, in making dashi, chef, uh,
Hmm.
is it more laborious, or they are the same with the other stock that we are doing here?
Well, the idea is almost the same because you start, but they start with you eating the water already. So you put the combo in. So even if you start to give it the flavor on the water with the kombu, this edible kelp, and then after you put your katsubushi, grate katsubushi inside, shaving katsubushi, and uh, and then you let it stay, and then after you pass everything, and you make a nice and clear broth.
Okay, that'd be awesome, Sheffy. But before we go on, please, I'm inviting you to please do listen to my other podcast, Book 101 Review on my fourth season, people. Please do listen to my latest episode. I interviewed one of the English author, Mr. Richard Eyre, about his trilogy. And people, food Book 101 Review launch our Book 101 Review Foundation. This is aiming for to empower less fortunate children all over the world. Book 101 Review is helping less fortunate people for their educations, like for their school supplies, books, and a lot more. Your donation will be a great foundation for these children for our generations to come. So please do donate if you have the chance to donate, because this will help our generations to come. So Shafi, good stock. What else you can say about it?
Well, since we was talking before about the kombu dashi, or there is different kind of dashi in Japan, no? So I
Mm.
was just thinking, okay, well, there is even a shiitake dashi,
Oh yes.
the made with the shiitake. I soak the dry shiitake mushroom in the water, and then put in a boil, and you get the flavor of the shiitake mushroom in the. You make probably a dashi with the shiitake. What else? Right now I can don't remember too much.
But
About
people,
Germany.
yes,
But yeah, that's practically, each country. I believe each country you go, you got different kind of stocks. So it's all how you made it. In Italy we make different way, but at the end the result is the same. Like if I will see my mom, she will not care about to put a potato inside the vegetable stock. She didn't care because it's for home anyway. So you got the flavor, but you got lots of flavor on it. But she didn't care if the is not a clear broth. But of course, for us working in a restaurant, we really care about the perfect and clear broth that we don't put a potato in. So there is different thing that we change, but I always believe, if you're at home, just try whatever you like, and just follow the basic, and then after that, it's up to you, whatever you like, make you happy, and and make me happy to listen that you actually did something on it. That's what we are here for.
yes, to give you guidance, people. Food 101
Yeah,
is
sure.
something for reference.
No,
Ah,
we want to make you enjoy cooking. That's
yes, enjoy cooking, because nowadays we are getting lesser and lesser. They don't like this profession. So we encourage you people to, you have the passion of cooking, go for it. Don't procrastinate. Enjoy cooking, and we are always saying that don't hesitate to commit mistake, because the process to make you bigger, better in everything you do in the kitchen.
that's
S-
right. That's right.
yes. So
That's it.
so Shafi,
But again, people,
see you soon.
bye bye.